Shit, is that on? Shit, now I want to edit this out. Welcome back to Randy Reviews. This is a place where I talk about movies and TV shows that have influenced me some way, shape, or form, positive or negative. Today we're going to be talking about the new movie, Mortal Kombat. Not about the old Mortal Kombat, but new Mortal Kombat. So I ain't seen the Mortal Kombat movie since Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which is arguably the best Mortal Kombat movie to date, and probably what I hear is the best video game adaptation to a movie that exists today. I think it's probably my favorite movie of all time. So I have a lot of expectations coming into the new Mortal Kombat. Spoiler alert for the new Mortal Kombat. So here we go. So it starts out in old times, and it starts out with Sub-Zero and Scorpion doing a fight after Sub-Zero came in there and killed all Scorpion's family and stuff. He's got this clan called the Lin Kuei, and then Scorpion's got this clan called the Shiryu, and they don't like each other, man. Like, you know, he's like, I don't like how you do your stuff, and the other guy's like, I don't like how you do your stuff, and they fought. And Sub-Zero played dirty and killed his family and stuff, man. It was sad. But, you know, and it is what it is. And Scorpion's like, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to fight you. After I kill all your minions, I'm going to fight you. And then they finally fight. And he gets this, you know, this shuriken thing. Knife thing. Forgot what we call it. But he gets that. And he starts fighting Sub-Zero with it, man. And Sub-Zero's doing all the free stuff. And it's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. But you just know that Scorpion's probably tired, man, because he had to kill like 50 of them Lin Kuei guys, man. So he's probably running on fumes. And then Sub-Zero finally gets him. And I'm like, dang. I didn't expect that. But yeah, they kill all the Shinryu, and that's what they think. Here's the kicker, man. There's baby that survives, and the not the real Lord, but in this make believe they call him Lord Raiden, comes in with a lightning bolt. And he comes in and he gets the baby, and that baby has other babies and stuff until they have the baby that is the new protagonist. His name's Ko or something, but he got the dragon tattoo on him. That means he's a fighter, but he don't know quite yet what that birthmark tattoo thing means. So he's just out doing UFC fighting. He's a UFC style fighter, man. He does those jujutsus. He does like leg chokes and ankle bars and stuff like that. So he's out there doing his UFC fighting. He wasn't quite good enough to get into the UFC, so he just had to fight UFC outside of it at other venues and stuff. So he's like doing his thing and whatnot. And then one day, after he got beat up at a UFC fight, him and his family, they went out for some ice cream. And you know, they were getting ice cream, and man, it got colder than what they expected it was gonna be there at the ice cream place, because here comes Sub-Zero, man, and he's colder He's colder than an ice cream man, let me tell you. In his heart and in his superpowers, he ain't got nothing inside of him but hatred. I don't get what makes a man do that, but he's just out for, he's just all about the genocide of, the Shi'Rari. And I don't know, I don't really, like, I don't know, man, I don't know what possesses a man sometimes, but, he's trying to hurt this man's family and hurt him. Then all of a sudden, here comes Jackson. He's big, and he works with Sonya Blythe. She's a girl. And some of the other good guys are Liu Kang. He shoots fireballs. He's the one on the video games that you can hear go fire, fire. And then you got Kung Lu. He's got a hat, and he's like second cousins with Liu Kang. And then you had Kano, who he started off as a bad guy, and then he was a good guy, and then he was a bad guy at the end. He got laser eye and a knife, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much good guys. And then the false Lord Raiden. That's pretty much all the good guys. So they fight. They find each other. It's kind of like all the other superhero movies where they come together. The band joins together. That the team assembles, per se. And they're training. They're doing like kicks and karate chops. And Liu Kang, he does his fireballs, and Kung Lu, he's just out there playing frisbee with his hat, and then Cole, he's trying to find a Kikudu, his inner power that the dragon birthmark leaves him, to make him do his superpower stuff, because he didn't get bit by no like radioactive spider or nothing like that. So he has to find the superpowers within him and unlock them, which is pretty cool. But anyway, so there's a lot of fighting, man. There's a lot of fighting going on between good guys and bad guys. The bad guys, you got Shang Tsung, you got Goro. He big, man. He got like 4 arms. It's pretty wild, man. You got girl with knives and teeth. You got girls with wings. You got Sub-Zero, of course. And then Reptile. He a lizard. And then you got Cable. Cable pretty cool, man. He's got like these hook swords, and he's really fast. So that's probably why they call him Cable, because Cable's fast when it comes to the TV. So that's the bad guys, and they're fighting each other, man. They're fighting, but not in Mortal Kombat, because Mortal Kombat is a tournament. Decide who wins, the good guys or bad guys, and who gets to live in whose town and stuff like that, And the bad guys are trying to like make it to where there ain't no fighting in the tournament in Mortal Kombat. So I hear a lot of people on these reviews, they're saying, buddy, ain't no Mortal Kombat in Mortal Kombat. What the heck? And I'm like, buddy, they say it like 3 or 4 times if you listen, if you actually pay attention to the movie. And it's the title. They don't need to have a literal thing planted right out in front of you and say, here you go. That's not good directing or writing. A lot of people complain how much it's like Avengers, and I'm to those guys saying that's dumb, because Avengers is the best movie ever. Mortal Kombat is the best video game ever. So why wouldn't you put those two together and make the new Mortal Kombat that's on HBO Max? I don't get their thinking, man. They ain't thinking. Probably they probably half-assed watched the movie. Pardon my French, probably didn't pay a bit of lick attention. I'm out here trying to do real life reviews for y'all, and there's people. There's people who want to act like that on the internet and write articles, who don't want to show their face, who ain't real. And they say all this nonsense because they probably, like I said, half-assed watched the movie, pardon my French, and it pisses me off. Plus, Avengers is a good Christian movie. Like, why wouldn't you want to model that and be in favor of the Lord? They're trying to offset having the false gods by trying to mimic a good Christian movie, and I got respect for them writers and them directors for doing that. I know it's got a lot of blood in it, but we drink the blood of the Lord, so I'm pretty sure he's okay with blood. It's got a lot of killing, but that's just make-believe otherworld kind of killing, man. That ain't nothing. Man, it really gets to me. It gets on my nerves. It gets on my last ever loving nerve when I'm reading these reviews trying to dog my favorite franchise. Buddy, you ain't got no idea what a good movie is if you think that this is what they call a carbon copy, cookie cutter, Avengers superhero movie that's no good. Buddy, I don't know how to get it through to you except just to sit you down and watch it with you myself so I can hold your hand through it and explain why it makes it good, why being Avengers is good. But yeah, I'm trying to not lose my cool about it. Lord knows, Lord knows you can't really teach people no good values or nothing. I mean, you're out there, these people are the same people out there giving Harry Potter like 10 out of 10s, saying that's a piece of movie magic and magic's bull. So I don't know. I mean, I pray for him, man. That's all I can do. But anyway, man, yeah, I really love the new Mortal Kombat. I can't wait for the next one because it's going to have Johnny Cage. And I think Johnny Cage is probably the best fighter in Mortal Kombat history. I love it when he punches people in the nuts. That's how I've probably won 73% of my fights, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, I recommend go watching it. I recommend not listening to those professional reviewers because they don't know what they're talking about, and I'm the only professional you need on these kind of matters because I got a lot of experience watching movies and TV, and I got the Lord on my side. So I want to thank y'all for listening to me. Don't listen to the critics. Listen to only reviewers who come at you face to face, not behind an article like I do. Matter of fact, just listen to me. Go watch it. I give it 10 out of 10 Mortal Kombat stars, man. And don't forget to wait till the end, because I know I love that one from that movie before Annihilation that's got that music that goes Mortal Kombat. I love it. It gets me hype every time, and they play it at the end. So wait till the credits, man. I'm sorry I've been emotional for most of this video, but I hate when people dog things I've loved since I was a pup, man. It's so nonsensical. I mean, right before I recorded this, I was playing Mortal Kombat. That's how much I love it. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed Mortal Kombat, and I hope y'all enjoyed my more professionalism, and I hope to hear y'all's comments and feedback. And thanks for listening to me.